Good morning, students. You are welcome in our online classes. Today I am going to teach you class 7 mathematics of chapter fraction and decimal part 6 continued. You can see the another example. 2 by 10 multiply 3 by 10, that is numerator multiply and you can get down 6 while denominator will be 100. So that will be the 6 by 100. 6 by 100 can be also represent with the help of picture by showing the figure 2.15. So 2.15 figure, you can see that it shows the representation of multiplication of two fractions, that is 2 by 10 multiply 3 by 10. You see one example. The side of an equilateral triangle is 3.5 centimeter. Find its perimeter. If such type of question has given, then by the solution. First of all, you think that all the sides of an equilateral triangle are equal. So length of each side is 3.5 centimeter. Now we know that perimeter of equilateral triangle will be 3 into each side is equal to 3 into 3.5 centimeter, that will be 10.5 centimeter. Next question, the length of a rectangle is 7.1 centimeter and its breadth is 2.5 centimeter. What is the area of the rectangle? Length of rectangle is 7.1 centimeter while breadth of the rectangle is 2.5 centimeter. Therefore, the area of the rectangle will be length into breadth is equal to 7.1 into 2.5 centimeter square, and final resultant will be 17.75 centimeter square. Now you see the multiplication of decimal numbers by 10, 100 and 1000. One situation has given. Resma observed that 2.3, that is 23 by 10, whereas 2.35 can be written as 235 by 100. Thus, she found that depending on the position of the decimal point, the decimal number can be converted to fractions with the denominator 10 or 100. She wondered what would happen if a decimal number is multiplied by 10 or 100 or 1000. You can see this is the situation which was observed by Resma. You can also observe by allocating that one, and you can see that what is happening when we are multiplying any decimal with the 10 by the 100 and by the 1000. So what is happening, you can see one table 1.76. if we can multiply by 10, resultant will be 176 by 100 into 10, that is 17.6. Now you can see if we can multiply 1.76 into 100, that will be 176 by 100 multiplied by 100, and resultant will be 176. Again 1.76 multiply by 1000, that can be written as 176 by 100 multiply by 1000, that is 1760. Resultant will be 1760. In another example, you can take 2.35 multiply by 10. When we multiply 2.35 into 10, your resultant can be obtained as 23.5. If we can multiply 2.35 multiply by 100, what we can obtain? We can obtain 235. When we multiply 2.35 into 1000, what we can obtain? 2350. Resultant will be 2350. So again you can see another example. If we can multiply 12.356 into 10, that will be 123.56. 12.356 multiplied by 100, you can obtain 1235.6. And when we multiply 12.356 into 1000, we can obtain 12356. So very easily you can multiply. You can also see the next example when we multiplied 0.5 into 10. So 5 by 10 into 10, so resultant will be 5. So 0.5 into 100 we can multiply. What will happen? Obviously that will be 500, so resultant will be 50. Again you can multiply the several examples and you can put the decimal by observing how many digits are containing just after decimal points, and put the zeros, put the decimal after counting from the right side, and you can very easily multiply the multiplication. So we can say when a decimal number is multiplied by 10, it's also multiplied by 100 or multiplied by the 1000, the digits in the product are same as in decimal number, but the decimal point in the product is shifted to the right by as many of places as there are 0 over 1. So this, by keeping this formula, we can put the decimal and we can obtain the final resultant. Now division of decimal numbers. Suppose one activity situation has given. Savita was preparing a design to decorate her classroom. She needed a few colored strips of paper of length 1.9 cm each. She had a strip of color paper of length 9.5 cm. How many pieces of required length will she get out of the strip? She thought it would be 9.5 divided 1.9 cm. Is it correct? So question is that Savita was designing to decorate her classroom and she needs some colored strips of paper of length 1.9 cm each. She had a strip of color paper of length 9.5 cm. Total length has given 9.5, while she need very few papers of length 1.9 cm. So question is that how many pieces she have to obtain. So it is right, her answer is right, because 9.5 will be divided by 1.9, and by obtaining this division 5 such pieces will be required to her. So division by 10, 100 and 1000, you can see that when you are dividing by 10, think one example, 31.5 divided 10, 315 by 10, what you can obtain? You can obtain 315 by 100, so final resultant is 3.15. Similarly, 31.5 divided 100, 315 divided, you can see 1000, so resultant will be 0.315. So final resultant 31.5 divided 100 will be 0.315. Like this one, several examples we can take and we can divide very easily by converting each decimal into the fractions, and after that you obtained the decimal part. So students, you solve the question, and I think you can very easily solve the question by seeing these videos. And after, if you feel any kind of the problems, any difficulties, you share to me. I am here in the classes just after watching the video. Most welcome to share your ideas, views and difficulties. Thank you.